Hey, I'm Blake from the Calgary Sexual Health Center. On this episode, we're talking sexual boundaries. Everyone has sexual activities that they're into and other things they would never do. We got our Sexperts to ask a few friends what they'd try and how they'd work that out with a partner.
We're asking about sexuality and what kind of sexual acts you're into. Would you be into kissing?
Yeah.
Holding hands?
Yeah,
Write a love letter?
for sure.
Sexting?
Yeah, I've done that.
What about dry humping?
Yeah,
Dirty dancing?
yeah,
Sex with the same gender?
yeah, for sure.
Sex with the opposite gender?
Yeah.
Costumes? Pirates? Furries?
Oh, sure.
What about masturbation?
Yeah, I guess.
Like mutual or?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, together? Very nice. All right, what about exploring fantasy?
Yeah, I'd probably do that.
What about anal sex?
With protection, I think.
Armpit licking?
No.
Anal rimming?
No.
Foot fetish?
No.
Toys?
Yeah.
What kind of toys?
Like a vibrator?
Yeah?
Orgy?
Orgy? Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
For sure.
Being a dominatrix?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Gotta have some fun with
Nice. Submissive?
that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about water sports, such as peeing or being peed on?
Never.
Never, okay.
Never did that.
Water sports meaning what it means? No.
Water sports. Yeah. Yeah, sure.
You and your partner will likely share some turn-ons, but your boundaries won't always match up. Then what?
What about bondage?
No, don't think
Never?
I could do that, no.
What if your partner was into that? What would you do? Would you
I might
do it?
explore it once or something just to see, because I don't know, I've never done it, so
Oh, okay.
you don't know if you don't like it, but it weirds me out.
Yeah.
Just thinking about it.
What about exploring sexual fantasies?
Yeah.
How would you tell your partner you wanted to explore a certain sexual fantasy?
I don't know, just maybe like casually try to bring it up, like, oh man, I, saw this in a film or something, or, I always wanted to try this, or I thought about doing this, or I dreamt about this.
Or you could draw a picture of it on the fridge.
I could do that.
Draw a picture of it.
Sometimes you kind of sneak the, in the bedroom, you kind of sneak it in, like, oh yeah, do this to me or something, right? So
how do you know that your partner likes something that you do?
as long as they're kind of into it too and not being hesitant about what's going on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so the moment you notice that your partner's hesitant, would you stop or?
Yeah, or I just ask what's
You'd
going
ask?
on. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're comfortable with just talking about it?
Yeah, I'm
or-
really open with communication and stuff.
Okay, good.
Now, whether you're trying something new or not, you need to be sure your partner's having fun. The look on their face and their body language should be saying, let's do this. If you're not clear, ask them. Does this feel good? Are you into it?
So if you're really, really unsure about this person's body language and the signals that they're giving you, what can you do?
I would either just straight up ask them, hey, are you comfortable with this? Do you want to do this? Or maybe just not go for it. Like, if I have doubts, then I don't want to. Because asking can, maybe they think that's pressure too. If you take their shirt off and they're not obviously, or you do something and they're not obviously, wanting to progress, maybe just, wait for them to make the next move. And then that way you're pretty confident.
Sex is supposed to be fun, and it's always going to be better if everyone's totally into it.
So if somebody started sucking your toe, what would you do in that situation?
Well, I'm sure they would probably notice that I wasn't really turning me on. So I kind of hope that they would stop. But if they didn't, I might say something.
Oh,
Just
okay.
kind of ask what's going on.
Now, if you ever feel like you're forcing yourself to do something, or you're just not into it and your partner doesn't notice, then you need to speak up.
So drugs and alcohol, are those going to be, if somebody is drinking or doing drugs, is that good enough if they say, yes, let's have sex, or they just kind of start taking off your shirt? Is that consent for sex?
Oh, it really depends. To me anyway, how drunk are they? Are they doing this just because they're drunk and they have no inhibitions? And I don't really want to be a part of that, especially if the next day, I don't want to be the guy that, oh my God, I slept with that guy. It's a giant gray area. It really is.
Yeah.
It's important to know your limit when it comes to drugs and alcohol. They can mess with your ability to read your partner and to stay within your own boundaries.
So what if you were in the shower with them and they just started peeing on you?
How would you tell them that you weren't comfortable with that?
Probably just be like, what are you doing? I
I'm
don't know.
peeing on you.
Great. Why?
I would like to.
Well, that's interesting.
So it's really simple. Whether you're holding hands or getting pissed on, if everyone's on board, it's going to be obvious. If you have any questions about this episode or anything to do with sex, contact us at Calgary Sexual Health.